Today, I'm talking about The Murder of Roger Ackroyd by Agatha Christie. This book is one of her most famous mysteries, and it's known for completely changing how people thought about detective stories. I'm going to go through the main setup of the book, the characters, my personal connection, and my overall thoughts without spoiling the ending. One line from the novel that really stood out to me is, "The truth, however ugly in itself, is always curious and beautiful to the seeker." This line grabbed me because it fits the entire vibe of the story. Everyone is hiding something, and the truth is way messier than anyone expects. It immediately sets this suspicious, mysterious tone that stays throughout the book, and it pulls you into trying to figure out what really happened to Roger Ackroyd. The story takes place in King's Abbot, a quiet English village where everyone knows each other, but also keeps secrets. The narrator is Dr. James Shepherd, who seems pretty normal at first. He introduces us to Roger Ackroyd, a wealthy man who becomes the center of the mystery when he's suddenly found murdered in his study. Hercule Poirot, the famous Belgian detective, enters the story next. Even though he's supposed to be retired, he gets dragged into the investigation because the case is too strange to ignore. Poirot approaches everything calmly, noticing tiny details that everyone else misses. His presence changes the whole town, because once he starts asking questions, everyone starts acting nervous. As the investigation goes on, it becomes clear that almost every character is lying about something. Some hide relationships, others hide money problems, and some just don't want their personal business exposed. Christie builds a lot of tension because every time you think you understand someone, you find out there's another layer they kept hidden. Even though Poirot is collecting clues the whole time, the story never gives away the real ending. We learn enough to stay invested, but not enough to actually solve the mystery on our own. It's written in a way that makes you think you're following along perfectly, while Christie's quietly setting up one of the most famous twists in mystery literature. Throughout the book, the atmosphere stays tight and suspicious. The pacing is slow in a good way. It builds up naturally, letting you watch the characters unravel under pressure. Every clue feels important, even if you don't understand it yet. That's what keeps the book gripping without ever revealing the final answer. This novel reminded me of mystery shows like Sherlock and one of Agatha Christie's other novels, And Then There Were None. They all have that same feeling where the detective is 10 steps ahead and you're trying to keep up. I also related to the experience of trying to piece everything together while the characters themselves felt unreliable. It made reading the book more interactive because I kept questioning everyone. And my favorite character was Caroline because she was nosy and she knew everything happening in King's Abbot. In terms of difficulty, the book wasn't hard to read, but it definitely required paying attention. Christie's writing style is sharp and intentional. She uses misdirection in a really clever way. She controls exactly what the narrator notices and what he ignores, which affects how we understand everything. The structure of the story is honestly one of the most interesting parts because it plays with expectations without feeling confusing. Overall, The Murder of Roger Ackroyd is a smart, suspenseful mystery that builds tension really well. I would recommend it to people who like detective stories, twist endings, or anything that makes you think while you read. It's a book that rewards paying attention, and it keeps you guessing all the way through. My final impression is that Christie knew exactly what she was doing. Every detail matters, and the story sticks with you even after you finish it. And I would rate this novel a 4 out of 5 stars. Highly recommend. Thank you.